Hey everyone, I'm Katie Darrell. Today we are at home and social with an icon from the music industry. She has sold over 100 million records, but most recently, I think all of us now know her as the queen of Twitter, Miss Dionne Warwick. Hello, Dionne.
Hi, honey. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. Who would have known, right? You can reinvent yourself and do anything no matter what age you are.
Absolutely. Anytime you want to do it, that's when you're supposed to do it.
Well, for those of you tuning in who are not familiar with what I'm talking about, is Dion is all the rage these days on Twitter. I think when it comes to like one of the most beloved people, I think it was you and Betty White, and unfortunately we've lost her, and so now all we have is you, Dion.
Oh, how sweet putting me in that category. I mean, I can say goodbye to you now. You just made
No,
my
no, no.
day.
So I know you've been doing Twitter a lot lately, and people love reading what you have to say. Is this on your to-do list every day? Do you wake up and you go, now I have to do Twitter?
No,
No.
no, I only do it when I want to reach somebody or I have something I think of importance to say, like I just did a couple of days ago. I was getting a little bit upset about the way Twitter was starting to go back to that ugliness that it was
Hmm.
capturing until I entered the picture. And I had to scold them. So, no, we don't play that kind of game, not with me. So let's get back to the smiles. Let's get back to being nice to each other. Say what you got to say. Like I said in the very beginning, ask the question you need to ask. You'll get an answer, but let's not be ugly. No, no, that doesn't work with me.
Well, I'm going to go into, I know one of the things you do on Twitter is you list off your likes and your dislikes. So we're going to play a game of like and dislike later on in the show. But another great use for Twitter right now is to get your message out, right? And there's two really important things happening in the world of Miss Dionne Warwick. Number
Yeah.
one, let's talk about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You got nominated last year, but didn't make the list, and you're nominated again this year. We got to get the votes. What can we do to help you?
I guess that's what you got to do, vote. I when I first heard of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, it was for rock and roll acts.
Mhm.
That was what the prerequisite was. And now all of a sudden, I don't know what it is any longer. I know it's not the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame any longer. I think they need to change the name of it personally. I think they need to start calling it the Music Hall of Fame because they're now capturing music from every genre. And that seems to be the only way to make it legit, and it's not the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, it is the Music Hall of Fame. Yeah, I was so pleased, I guess, not only about me being nominated. I mean, it's the second time around. What can I tell you? Anyway, but I was thrilled to see that they have opened up and has made Dolly Parton a
Mhm.
nomination. I was so happy for her. I'm thrilled for her, and I hope she gets in. I do. She deserves it.
I think yeah, it should be hashtag Dion and Dolly, right? We should get a double D going here. All right, let's get
A
that
duet
going.
going, right?
Also, some big news on your plate is your Las Vegas residency. How's that shaping up? You're about to go into rehearsals, right?
Yeah, I am. We'll be starting rehearsals in about 2 weeks. And it's very exciting. They're creating a room for me, which is I mean, how much foo can you be?
Like, so I mean, do you get to like help with like the set design and the costumes involved? What's all going on with this residency?
Well, from what I can, but right now, my sound people and my lighting director
Mhm.
are busy working with them to make sure I'm going to sound good and I'm going to look good. That's the first thing.
What's your
Um,
favorite color? What color can we expect?
well, I love lavender, purples, anything that's royalty. Hello.
Now, Dionne, you've had 56 of your singles have made it to the Hot 100. So, with that type of catalog of music, how do you decide what you're going to sing at a residency? Because I mean, this is only about a 2 hour set, right?
No, it won't be that. It won't be 2 hours now. It'll be
No.
maybe an hour 20, maybe.
You can't get all the hits in. You're
And
leaving
I'm not
people wanting
going to.
more.
I'm not going to get all this. I mean, you want girls say to die on stage? No, you don't. No, I have a method that I've chosen. I've done several ways of making people feel okay. I got what I came here, and that's what I did in medleys. You know, you put together a medley of songs that, first of all, that you know they want to hear, and then throw in a surprise or two.
Mhm.
You know, get them accustomed to the fact that I'm still recording, making new music, that
Sure.
kind of thing. Um, and then, let's see, do you take requests? No, I don't. I don't take requests. I'll be singing the rest of my life if that's ever to happen. But I think that kind, and it satisfies people, which I'm
Mhm.
thrilled about. You know, they've heard everything that they came to hear, and a few things they didn't expect to hear.
I feel like I want to see like the center of the stage, you rise out of it and just being like, the moment I wake up, and everyone will be like,
Right.
yes. They could leave after that one line.
Why not?
What is your most requested song? I know you're not taking requests, but when
Oh,
people shout out, what is it?
uh, it's the most amazing thing in the world. It's a song that I did not want to record. I really did not want to record this song. It's like, why do I have to do it? Al Davis said, because I'm asking you to. I said, okay. I guess that's the reason for doing it. And that little song is called Do You Know the Way to San Jose? I didn't believe how they wrote it. I didn't. And
Really?
I told him that too. And he looked at me like I had four heads. He said, what do you mean? Of course I wrote that song. I said, how? I thought it was incredible words you have me singing. You're going to write a song that says, whoa, 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 whoa. You sit and feel like Al wrote that song, but he did because he had this affinity for San Jose. He was stationed there. He fell in love with the city.
Mhm.
And I must say, I have visited San Jose quite a few times. As a matter of fact, the mayor when San Jose came out asked me not to sing it in public anymore. I said, what are you talking about? He says, we can't accommodate the people moving to San Jose. you know, it was wonderful, but that song, and of course, that's what friends are for.
Of course, most definitely. March marks the start of Women's History Month, and as a woman in the old rock and roll, or as you call it, just music business,
Mhm.
um, what progress have you seen and witnessed for women musicians?
Oh, enormous. A- And I could not be more thrilled about it, from every genre of music.
Mhm.
Women are taking over. You know, I think it was Beyonce that said girls rule the world.
Yeah, who
Hello.
runs the world? Girls.
That's right. So it's exciting to know that um, that kind of attention is now being paid to these ladies making some great music, and apparently it's paying off.
Most definitely. Did you find yourself in many a situation where you had to fight to have your voice heard, to have your opinion heard in the music industry, or what was your early starts like as a woman in the music genre?
I didn't have any problems, and that surprises most people when they ask me this kind of a question. But I didn't, based, I think, more on the fact of the kind of music I was singing,
Mhm.
the composers that were writing expressly for me songs that were mine,
Right.
you know. Um, so we kind of carved our own little niche out in the music industry. We were known in the industry as the triangle marriage that worked, and apparently it did.
For those of you just joining us, I'm Katie Darrell, and she is Dionne Warwick. And the trio that we're talking about involves Burt Bacharach. Wow. I mean, a powerhouse, a power duo, a power trio.
Trio, hey.
It's so interesting. When you get into a great partnership that actually works and the magic that happens, it makes you understand how some of these bands, can stay together for so long. When you look at someone like the Rolling Stones, right? Like there are some bands that just stay together because they do have that magic. And that's what you guys had together.
Absolutely. It's not only the musical part of it. Literally, we become a family. We depend upon each other's abilities, of course. But I mean, that spills over to mommy's cooking tonight. You come over for dinner, and they come over and put their feet under my mother's table and eat their food. And the same thing with either of them. So it becomes more than just a collaboration. It becomes a family and, above all, friends.
2022 marks the 10th anniversary for the annual She Rocks Awards. This is put on by the Women's International Music Network, and past honorees have included so many wonderful people: Melissa Etheridge, Gloria Gaynor, The Go-Go's, Lisa Loeb. This year, one of our honorees is Dionne Warwick. Congratulations. Welcome to the party, by the way.
What is nice something to be in.
What does it mean to you when you get yet another nomination, right? Because I mean, listen, you Grammy Hall of Fame, R&B Hall of Fame, Hollywood Walk of Fame, nominated for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and you get it. I mean, are you keeping track? Are you keeping track?
No.
You should.
No, I'm really not. I'm a firm believer that when things happen of this nature or any of this nature, it happens when it's supposed to. So I don't. I use the saying so very much. It's a part of my being. I make plans. God laughs, and I think that's the way most careers and anything else happens. It's not your doing. I don't believe it has a lot more to do with a higher power.
Well, tickets are available for the She Rocks Awards. People can come and see you be honored in person. I believe Access TV is going to be streaming it as well. So hopefully a lot of people will be able to see the celebration of you and your career. I'd want to play likes and dislikes with you. All right. We're going back to you being the queen of Twitter right now.
Okay.
We already know you like Bridgerton. I mean,
God, who didn't?
I watched it with my husband, and I had to pretend to not be impressed. I'm like,
how could you? Crazy. He just has to leave the room.
I started making him call me Lady Katie.
That girlfriend.
All right, I'll say something and you'll tell me like or dislike. All right, we'll start out easy. Oreos.
Like.
Mayonnaise.
Love.
Anchovies on Caesar salads.
Anchovies are nothing. Hate it.
Leftover pizza.
No, that's ugly.
Margaritas.
I don't drink.
The Super Bowl halftime show this year.
I loved it. Finally recognizing every genre of music. And apparently everybody at Super Bowl loved it as well. And I don't know how many millions of other people who saw it on TV, like I did, loved it too.
Fanny packs.
I wear them all the time. And I'll tell you, there's a reason for that, because I lose purses. Yeah. I will set a purse down and forget where I sat it and walk away. Everything in it, So fanny packs are always on me. I can't lose that.
St. Patrick's Day, corned beef and cabbage.
Love it.
Spiders.
Ada.
Snakes.
Oh, please, please.
Mr. Clean.
I think he started the bald head craze, didn't he?
All right, Dionne, you've gotten to work with so many fantastic people in your career. Obviously, you've been a highlight for a lot of people to collaborate with as well. Two really important songs that you've collaborated on would be We Are the World.
Yeah.
And that's what Friends are for, to benefit AIDS research.
Mhm.
Talk about being in those type of situations and those type of rooms where you are surrounded with and hear the voices of so many respected artists.
You got that right. They're all respected. Not only that, but 90% of them are friends. And what better way to spend it? Well, it almost became a whole day, 24 hours, with people that you know, you love, you've been around all of your career, have wonderful things to say to you, about you, for you, as is reciprocated, of course. Um, both of those entities were done with friends. So it was a joy.
Um, all right. Well, I don't want to take up too much more of your time. I really have appreciated speaking with you. Dionne Warwick will have her residency in Las Vegas. Make sure everyone checks out her website for details on that. She will also, you're also going to be honored at the 10th anniversary for the annual She Rocks Awards this June, and we cannot wait to honor you. I'll be hosting, so we will get to interact once again, my lady.
Yes.
And Twitter. If you're not on Twitter and following Dionne Warwick, you're clearly living under a rock, right?
Well, I hope whoever is following me, that they're having as good of a time as I am on it. I love it. I have so much fun. And it's not a case of me waking up in the morning and say, oh, gotta get up and do it. No, no. It's only when I feel the urge that something needs attending to. You know, the one thing that comes immediately to mind was baby Miss Swift's scarf. You know, and I hope he sent that scarf back to her right now.
I've been following you for a while, and I forgot about that one. And before we got on today, I was going back through your old tweets to just kind of think of some of them, and that was a good one. That was a good one. So they're timeless tweets, Dionne.
Thank you.
Well, listen, my mom and dad want me to pass on a hello as well. They saw you in Cleveland back in 1968, and they still adore you.
Wow. Tell them, well, thank you very much. And I hope that continues.
Most definitely. Thank you so much, Dionne. Thank you for being here today.
My pleasure, baby. You take good care, okay?
You take care as well. Hey there. Thanks for watching Access TV. Subscribe, follow, like, and do all the good stuff. And make sure you leave a comment below. I don't know, just let us know what your favorite Access TV show is, or who your favorite bands are, and what artists you're into, or just say hi, man. I'd like to be told hi. We love hearing from you. That's the point, all right? Keep it coming.